Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter, and today we're going to be fighting the Raidao. Now, when it comes to the Raidao, he's a bit harder than the Doshiguma, but I'd find he's not quite as bad as a lot of people find him to be. His biggest attack really is this little giant head laser cannon thing. If he hits you with that, it's pretty much a one-shot for a lot of builds, but besides that, it's pretty easy to kind of predict his attacks and block them and counter them and everything else. But even so, hopefully I don't eat my words in this episode. That said, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Massive thanks to my YouTube members and Patreon supporters. Your support keeps my dogs fed and keeps the channel going. Now, you'll know Raidao is on the map whenever it's storming. That generally indicates he is here, and this is certainly a nice way to try to enter the fight, a nice cinematic way. The thing with Raidao is it's kind of hard to get a sneak attack on him because he is flying. And because of that, getting a sneak attack is kind of out of the question unless he actually lands. But with him being all the way over there and up in the air, it's going to be a bit difficult. Ooh, just like that. Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Okay, there we go. We were able to actually get a sneak attack in on him, funnily enough. But the thing with the bowgun, or heavy bowgun in this game, is it actually has a manual block now. Although it does replace the previous melee attack. I'm not even sure the melee attack is in the game anymore, but it's certainly interesting to see things like clash attacks and everything else with a heavy bowgun. It's not really something you would expect, but yeah, you just kind of shoot them in the face with a heavy bowgun, and that's how the clash attack happens. Although it's a bit harder to time because I believe it's more of a parry or a timed guard than an actual block. So you kind of do the guard, and it does give you a pretty generous opportunity for blocking, like right there. But it does pretty quickly go away. Now, whenever Raidao does get enraged, he does have this very pretty bioluminescent display where his wings and tail get very blue. And you can actually blink off those blue parts on his wings, and that'll actually weaken him quite a bit. But it is kind of difficult doing that with the ranged weapon, of course, but I'm definitely going to do my best. Although, I will say, what I like about the support ammo in this game is it isn't just something you use on your teammates, it's actually like a sort of field of ammo, or I guess a field of effect. So if you have something like healing ammo, you can put it on the ground, and that'll actually heal yourself. You can actually heal yourself with it. Although, oh my goodness. Yeah, I definitely do need to get out there. It is quite difficult to dodge whenever you have the heavy bowgun without actually dodging. You can't exactly just whack out the way of attack, so something like Raidao, he's definitely not the best thing to fight whenever you do have a slow weapon, because it can be kind of difficult to get out of the way. Although, I'm going to see if I can poison him. Something that is really interesting is the NPCs will do things like flashing the Raidao out of the sky to get him on the ground so that they can mount him or do a hammer attack. So it is quite interesting to see. And of course you can't save that in the settings, but it's just really impressive how far the technology has come for NPCs to be able to contextually use things like this in video games. Especially in something like Monster Hunter. Alright, seems we were able to chase off Raidao. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over to my other weapon, the Charge Blade here. Because I am kind of out of my good ammo when it comes to the heavy bowgun, and I don't really want to take the time to restock. Also, I'm just not as good with ranged weapons as I am with melee weapons, unfortunately, so that's something I'm definitely going to have to improve on, but yeah, it's something I don't really enjoy quite as much as just getting up and in there, so I'm going to share a bit of the Charge Blade and see how much we can enjoy ourselves with it. Now, what I like most about the Charge Blade is the fact that whenever you do a jump attack, you can do it two ways. You can either do the sword attack, or you can hold the right trigger, or R2 if you're on a controller, and that'll actually allow you to do a mounting attack with the actual axe part of the weapon. Although I'm not really sure if that really does any like additional damage or anything like that, but it is certainly nice to have the option there. When I say damage, I mean like mounting damage. Something that actually surprised me is that it does seem like I was able to poison him and I didn't even realize it. Although it could be another NPC, but it definitely seems like he's poisoned because he had that trademark purple glistening out of his mouth. But for the Charge Blade, I'm not really sure if it's a nice change, but definitely an interesting change is that you, in order to do the Super and Charge Slash, you actually have to do the normal charge attack first. Oh, yes! Perfect. Oh my god, it feels so good. But yeah, so first of all, you do the Element Discharge, and then the Super Element Discharge. And that's how you get it off. As soon as we were able to chase off the Ray Dow a little bit at least, this is, I believe, his third zone. So he'll be fighting here, and then after this, I believe he goes to his nest. But I'm not 100% sure. I know we should be pretty close to beating him already. I think it should take us about 15, maybe 20 minutes to beat Ray Dow. Because, at least in my experience, he has around the same amount of health as Doshiguma. Oh, as soon as we're actually able to put him to sleep. Oh, no. At least one of them sees it. Yeah, there we go. So they were able to put him to sleep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this time to sharpen real quick. And then I'm going to... Oh, I actually forgot to stock up on my bombs. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this right here. And then after that, I'm just going to do one more thing. We'll just go ahead and try to do the Element Discharge. Although I'm not sure if it'll do any more or less. I'm going to drop the files in there. But yeah, we're able to get something done there. Alright, looks like we were able to chase Ray Dow off again. It seems like now he's gonna go to his nest, so this should pretty much, oh, not quite. This must be the next to last area for Ray Dow, and then after this he's going to his nest. Although it is quite unfortunate the Ipsies are as aggressive as they are. I feel like they do make the fights quite a lot easier compared to a lot of people who are new to the game, but I guess that really is the point, just to kind of give newer players a way to enjoy the game if they're playing offline or don't have anyone to play with. Which is definitely nice for Capcom to do. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Super Anthem Discharge here if I can. Because it just, oh my goodness, it just goes in so smoothly. That is so nice. Alright, looks like we were able to chase off the Ray Dow again. Hopefully he goes to his nest this time. I'm not entirely sure how much health he has left, but we should be nearing the end of the hunt. Although I'm actually quite surprised. I know that I've actually managed to beat Arcveld a couple of times, but I'm surprised at how much health something like Ray Dow or the Sharkman has compared to Arcveld. Yeah, there we go. We're actually going to his nest now, I believe. The thing about his nest is that he has these different conductive crystals in there that'll enhance his attack. So they'll do things like make his lightning attack spread more. They'll add like additional lightning attacks because of them holding the charge. Yeah, I believe it's right over here. This is where his nest is. And this area is definitely quite dangerous. Although it looks like he is going to sleep. Let me actually sharpen my weapon while I'm at it, now that I think about it. But as you can see, all this charged crystals here. It's definitely an ideal place for Ray Dow to fight. It is quite unfortunate for us, though, but... Oh. Well, somebody's in here. Anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get a nice charge attack in. Perfect. Oh, actually, I managed to dodge that one. I definitely dodged too early for that one. But, yeah, I was not able to dodge it like I hoped. I do want to see if I can get it to at least one clash with Ray Dow before the fight ends. So that would be pretty nice. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Alright, looks like somebody's actually joining my quest now. Although the quest is almost done, so I'm not really sure what exactly they could do in terms of enjoying the quest. But yeah, I really don't mind random people joining my quest. Although whenever it is at the very end like this, it does make me wonder, like, well, I'm not really sure if they'll really, so let's say it's the first time doing the quest. I feel like they don't really get a good idea about what the quest is like, but so, I hope they enjoy themselves. Or if they do manage to show up before we actually kill themselves. Alright, looks like we managed to beat the Ray Dow. Seems like the person who was trying to join us wasn't able to, but I knew Ray Dow was already on the ropes to begin with. As usual, you can stand on top of the enemy and actually, or sit on top of the monster and actually, like, move over their body. It'll definitely make for some nice screenshots, because I know you weren't able to do that in World or any of the other previous Monster Hunter games, but Even so, it's definitely always a pleasure fighting Raydal. This guy is very fun to fight, very well designed too. I mean, his face is hideous. He has that Oni look to his face, but the rest of him, I'm certainly in love with. It is very nice to look at. Alright, I think I'm going to call it right there. Thank everybody so much for watching. If you like the video on it, leave a like on it, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and leave a comment down below about your opinions on the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. Are you excited for the release, or do you think this isn't the Monster Hunter game for you? That said, if you want to join the community to play other Monster Hunter games, or this one whenever it does come out, definitely check out my Discord, linked in the description below. I do have a community of fellow Monster Hunter lovers, the same as myself, and we're all just, it is just nice to have a group somewhere where we can all rally around and play through the series. But that said, if you want to support the future of the channel, check out my Patreon, linked in the description below, and I think that covers everything. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.